Let's be honest, the silent treatment feels powerful in the moment. Is that feeling of I am hurt, I am angry, so I'm going to shut down. I won't say a word until you figure out what you did. But here's the truth nobody likes to admit. The silent treatment is like a slow leak in your relationship. It doesn't explode all at once, but day by day, it drains the trust, the closeness, and the safety you both feel with each other. And the scary part, you might think you're teaching them a lesson or protecting yourself from being hurt, but what you're really doing is teaching them to stop coming to you all together. So in this video, I'm going to break it down. Why silent treatment feels tempting but destroys connection. The hidden emotional damage it causes that you may not even see yet, and exactly what to do instead so you protect your peace and keep your relationship healthy. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. If you're using silent treatment, you're not solving the problem. You're just putting it on mute, and muted problems don't disappear. They just rot quietly in the dark. Why we use silent treatment in the first place? Let's strip it down to the truth. Silent treatment is rarely about punishment alone. It usually comes from one of three places. One, feeling overwhelmed. You are so emotionally flooded that words feel impossible, so you retreat into silence to cool off. Two, feeling powerless. You feel unheard or dismissed, so silence becomes your way of regaining control. Three, fear of conflict. You are afraid breaking up will make things worse, so you keep quiet to avoid a bigger explosion. And in the moment, it feels safe. No shouting, no name calling, no immediate fight, right? But here's the hidden cost. Silence may avoid conflict for the moment, but it plants distrust for the future. Because your partner doesn't just feel ignored, they feel invisible. And there's nothing more dangerous for a relationship than making the person you love feel like they no longer exist to you. The damage silence treatment really does. You've been taught to think that silence is neutral. It's not. Silence in an intimate relationship is loud, deafening, even like when you use silent treatment as a weapon. Here's what it does beneath the surface. It makes your partner afraid of you emotionally. They start feeling like, if I upset you, you will disappear on me. That fear makes them less open, less vulnerable. It turns disagreement into distance. A healthy couple can fight and still feel close. Silent treatment replaces closeness with a wall. It kills curiosity. When you shut down, your partner stops asking, what's wrong? And starts thinking, why bother? It creates a scoreboard mentality. Silent treatment is about winning, about holding emotional power, but love isn't a scoreboard. The more you win with silence, the more your relationship loses. I have worked with couples who thought silent treatment was harmless until one day there was nothing left to talk about. Not because they hated each other, but because they've trained each other to be strangers. Why talking isn't the same as connecting? Now, before I tell you what to do instead, let's clear up a myth. The opposite of silent treatment isn't just start talking. Because if you open your mouth but the words are sharp, sarcastic, or defensive, you're still not connecting. That's just verbal silent treatment. You're making noise without making meaning. What you actually need is regulated communication, the ability to speak your truth without burning the bridge you're standing on. And that takes three skills. The first skill is emotional awareness, knowing exactly what you're feeling beneath the anger. Secondly, self-regulation, being able to calm your nervous system before speaking. Thirdly, clear expression, saying what's wrong in a way your partner can actually hear. What to do instead of silent treatment is, I'm going to walk you through a process that works, not overnight, not magically, but consistently if you actually use it. Step 1, call a timeout the healthy way. If you feel something, if you feel yourself getting flooded with emotion, it's okay to step away. But here's the key: you have to say so. Instead of vanishing into silence, say something like, I want to talk about this, but I'm too upset right now to think clearly. Can we take 30 minutes and come back to it? This keeps the connection alive while still giving you space. It tells your partner, I am not ignoring you. I am protecting us from saying things we can't take back. Step 2, identify what's really going on. Anger is almost always a mask for something deeper: hurt, fear, shame, disappointment. While you're taking your break, ask yourself, what exactly am I feeling? What story am I telling myself about their actions? What do I actually need from them right now? This stops you from going back into the conversation armed only with blame. Step 3, speak from the I, not the you. When you return, drop the attack language instead of you never listen to me. Try this: I feel unheard when I am interrupted before I can finish my thoughts. I statements keep your partner from feeling cornered. And when people don't feel attacked, they are more willing to listen. Step 4, set boundaries without punishing. You can protect yourself without shutting the other person out. How? Let me give you an example. When voices get raised, I shut down. I need us to keep our volume lower if you're going to have this conversation. That's a boundary, not a punishment. The difference: boundaries protect connection. Punishment cuts it off. Step 5, close the loop. Close the loop. Don't leave conversations open-ended. If you've walked through it, acknowledge it. I am glad we talked this out. I still need a little time to process, but I appreciate you listening. This reassures your partner that the silence isn't coming back tomorrow like a storm cloud. What happens when you stop using silent treatment is this: like when you drop silent treatment, something amazing happens. Your partner starts trusting that you will stay emotionally present even in hard moments. Arguments get shorter and less intense because you deal with them before they snowball. Intimacy deepens because safety is the foundation of closeness. And here's the big one: your partner stops being afraid of your emotions because now they know no matter how messy it gets, you won't disappear. No matter how messy it gets, you won't disappear. They now know that. Now here's the hard truth. I know some people will hear this and think, but they should know what they did wrong. I shouldn't have to spell it out. Here's my answer to that: you're right. In a perfect world, they would know, or they should know. But we don't live in a perfect world. We live in a world where two people with different upbringings, communication styles, and emotional triggers are trying to love each other. If you want that love to last, you can't rely on mind reading. You have to rely on communication that keeps the door open. Silent treatment feels safe in the moment, but is a slow death for relationship. Every time you go quiet, you think you are avoiding pain. But what you are actually doing is avoiding the one thing that could save you: honest, regulated, compassionate conversation. If you love them, or even if you just respect the connection you have, don't go silent. Speak, even when it's hard, because silence doesn't just kill conversation, it kills closeness. And once closeness is gone, it's almost impossible to get back. See you next one, and put your comments in the comment section. I would like to hear your opinion on this. Please do well to subscribe.